Hey folks, Paul Carlson from Safety Solutions Academy out at the range today. Yeah, living the armory life, and I bet you have never seen this before. That's right, it's a brand new handgun from Springfield Armory, the Hellcat RDP. It's got some great new features. It's got a brand new optic brought to you by Springfield Armory sitting right on top, and we're gonna run through all of it together today. What do you say we get into it? Man, I tell you what, I am having an absolute blast shooting the new Hellcat RDP from Springfield Armory. The Hellcat is the lightest, highest capacity, easiest shooting micro 9mm out there. It is a super popular handgun with folks for concealed carry or law enforcement officers carrying off duty. And Springfield Armory has been listening to those folks and has taken an already great handgun and made it even better with the RDP package. Let's do a quick run through about what the RDP is, why it's better, and why it is that this is going to be my new concealed carry handgun when I want to go small and concealed in that non-permissive environment. Obviously, this is an OSP handgun. If you take a look at the top, we've got an Optic sitting on top. Now, this is a brand new Optic by Springfield Armory. It's a brand new line. It's called the Hex Optic. And this happens to be, you can see it right there on the top of the Optic, this happens to be the Wasp. It's a tiny little lightweight aluminum framed optic, 3.5 MOA dot. This thing is slick and it's really easy to track the dot. We'll do a whole video on the Wasp, the Dragonfly, and the whole Hex line, so keep an eye out for that. But it sits on top of this OSP handgun. It doesn't require any mounting plate to go on top of the Hellcat at all. It just screws right into the top of the gun. It allows you to use the Hellcat standard UDOT sights. You don't have to have a tall set of sights, so there's no additional cost to adding this optic on top of the Hellcat OSP, or in this case, the Hellcat OSP RDP. Now, I think probably the most unique and the most different thing, the most obvious thing about this handgun is what's sitting out in front. That's right, in front on this pistol, we've got ourselves a compensator. Now, compensators are designed to do a very specific thing. They take the gases from the gun as the bullet is exiting the muzzle, and they use that to counteract the forces of recoil, to help keep the muzzle flat and to keep the gun from moving rearward. And man, having a good compensator can make such a difference in shooting a pistol, especially when we're talking about a subcompact, a micro 9mm handgun with defensive ammunition. this thing runs like a dream. Now, the compensator is made out of aluminum, and it's got a really cool design because it's what's called a self-indexing compensator. Really easy to take on and off the gun. I'm going to verify again that the pistol's unloaded. All right, this pistol is clear, and we're going to go ahead and take off the comp. Now, all I have to do is press on this little latch here on the bottom of the compensator. I'm just going to go ahead and press down, and then I can go ahead and I can unthread the compensator. It's self-indexing, so you'll notice that it kind of stops as it comes around on that index point. But look at that. In just a few seconds, I can take this compensator off, and that gets the gun ready to disassemble for cleaning, or if I want to, I can put the cap right back on. And now we've got a standard Hellcat OSP, and the only difference is the slightly extended threaded hammer forged barrel. Now this gun will run just like this, or we can put that compensator back on to have the extra advantage of recoil reduction that that comp provides. Now, this compensator is great because it is so lightweight. It adds virtually no mass to the end of the gun. It's made out of aircraft aluminum. It's got a solid anodizing on top of it. It's super simple to put this comp onto the gun. Super easy to put this comp on and off as you need it. Now again, the comp is super lightweight, and that's one of the things I like about it. It actually does something that's awesome as far as I'm concerned. It extends the length of the slide and barrel on this pistol, which is going to make it even more comfortable to carry concealed. See, having a longer slide and barrel helps to distribute the force that the belt is putting on the gun when it presses against your body, and it also helps to counteract the mass that's in the top of the grip, right? We're going to load this with bullets, right? And that's going to make the gun want to rotate out of the belt. It's going to want to roll forward. Well, having this extra length on the slide, that's going to help to counteract that. The extra length can really help to make the gun more comfortable in your waistband. Today, I'm really excited to be testing this Hellcat RDP. It's a Hellcat OSP pistol that also has an integrated comp. It's easy to take on and take off, and it's got a new and improved Gen 2 trigger. And it's a little bit easier, especially for folks with smaller hands, to manipulate that trigger. It's, as an OSP, cut for an optic, and this comes packaged with the new Hex Wasp optic from Springfield Armory. All in all, this is an outstanding package. And when you look at the price of what it is you get when you purchase the Hellcat RDP, it's actually amazing. MSRP for this package is $899. Now, when you think about what it would cost to take and build up a gun like this, if you bought a standard micro pistol and you wanted to turn it into a rapid defense package like Springfield has done, it'd cost you an arm and a leg. You're gonna start out by spending probably a couple $100 to get the optic cut. This Wasp optic has a retail of $299, but man, I gotta tell you what, it's really a $499 optic, right? So, you know, we're already up to $500 just for the cut and the optic. Then you add in a comp and a barrel, you're looking at $150, $200 for the comp, another $150, $200 for a barrel. You know, you're way over $1,000 when you look at the cost of a pistol, a cut, an optic, a barrel, and a comp. Yet you can purchase this from Springfield for less than $1,000, significantly less than $1,000. MSRP of $899. You know what's going to happen with the street price eventually. So folks, I'm a big fan of this pistol. I love the comp because not only does it reduce recoil and reduce muzzle rise, it also lets me make faster follow-up shots, and it gives me that longer barrel slide combination to be more comfortable when carrying in my waistband. The Hex optic is easy to shoot. It's super easy to get hits on AC steel at 7 yards, 10 yards, maybe we are today. This combination is immensely shootable. The Hellcat is already a very capable gun. Smallest, lightest, highest capacity micro 9mm on the market. And now when you throw in a comp and an optic for $899, it can't be beat. So folks, when you're thinking about carrying a gun, think about the features that you want and the features you need to be able to make those fast shots in the worst case scenario. And if you're like me, when you want to go to that non-permissive environment, but you still want the most capable handgun you can have, man, I'm looking at this pistol right here, the Hellcat RDP with the comp, the optic, a new Gen 2 trigger. There's nothing more I can want from a handgun. check it out at your dealer, rent one at the range. Folks, come on out to the range. Join me. Let's live the armory life together. I will catch you at the range next time.